The Edge Morning Madhouse.
Do we call you Apple? Do we call you Alan? What do we call you?
You could call me Apple. You know, it's easy to remember. It's really Apple the app, but you know, Apple is like cool.
Is that what everyone in the Black Eyed Peas calls you?
Well, they just call me App.
Do they?
Yeah, you know, App, come over here. Like, I'm Apple. No, just kidding.
You should refuse to acknowledge them until they use your full name.
Right? I'm like...
Hey, and well done on a wicked year. I mean, you guys have just kicked ass around the world with this album. I mean, from Elefunk back in 2003 to this album, you've been dominating, man. Must feel pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like, you know, it's overwhelming still a little bit, you know, that we've been on the chart for like, how many, you know, 27, 6 or something like that. And, you know, when we first made the album, we were more excited on like, you know, about electro music and like that whole movement, you know. So we just wanted to make like some dope ass beats and you know, we never really expected this, but you know.
Because when you put something new out, do you get kind of nervous? You know, do you take a deep breath and go, oh God, here we go, are they going to like it?
No, that's the thing. It was more like, you know, we don't really get into that. We're more like the enthusiasm of like a new sound, you know. So if you're excited about it, you don't really worry about all the other stuff, you know what I mean? Like, you just kind of like, oh, I can't believe I found those drum sounds, and you know, the way that bridge came about, and it's like all electrified. So
so when you're making a song, do you make it with your fans in mind, like what they might like or what you love?
At first, you know, it's more like what we love, you know. If we're excited about it, then I think that comes through, like, you know, when the fans hear it, you know. We actually, like, you know, we recorded in London, and we had about like 3 rooms, and we were just jumping around, and it's like a party recording session.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, it's more like, and then we would go out after and like try to like, you know, get influenced by other dance tracks, and you know, that's what we kind of, you know, try.
Is it a good time though? Because some bands say that they're working all the time, they have no fun, you know, can't do anything. I get the sense Black Eyed Peas might be a little different. I mean, is it rock and roll? Is it fun?
Oh man, we're like, this album is like the real exact mirror of what we do every night. Nice. Like last night, there was no clubs, but we found somebody that could open his club, and he invited a bunch of girls, and we still had a good time.
Now, wait a minute. You're talking a big game, but you're sitting in front of me with a cup of tea in your hand. What is that?
Well, this is my rejuvenation part, you know. This is like, you know, this is my amp, this is my Red Bull, it's the teeth all the way to the show.
I just can't visualise you and will.i.am sitting here saying, I've got a feeling tonight's going to be a good night while you drink your ginger herbal tea.
Well, you know, the throat, you know, you gotta be fresh, and you gotta be kind of upbeat after, you know, going out the night before. So this is like my remedy.
Yes, because only a couple of hours before your show, so you have tea before your show. What else do you guys do? Do you guys like pray or do anything like that as a group?
Well, we just huddle and then just laugh around the dressing room, and yeah, you know, Fergie's ass. But none of the guys, you know what I mean? That kind of get a little comfortable.
I was reading about you, Apple Tap, on online, and were you a sponsored child? Is that right?
Yeah. I grew up in the Philippines, and I was adopted when I was about 13 years old and brought to America.
That's amazing. So someone actually paid $1 a day to look after you, and then they adopted you.
Yeah, you know, my mom put me on this program, you know, where you see them on TV, send 75 cents a day to the kids in a third world country, you know. Yeah. And my dad, Joe Ben Hudgens, took really, you know, and what you do is you send your grades and your schoolwork, and you take pictures on where the money is going, and you know, he really was impressed with what I was doing, and decided to bring me to the U.S.
Okay, so it was $1 a day back then, or 75 cents a day. What would it cost you now to keep you in the lifestyle you've become accustomed to? How many dollars a day would it take?
Say that again. I just saw it.
Oh, sorry. What's he doing? Oh, sorry. That's Savine. Savine, this is Abdi App.
How you doing?
Good.
Do you want to sing? You got any questions?
He's our nephew. We couldn't get a babysitter, so I had to bring him along.
He rocks out a good Black Eyed Peas song, though. He's a bit shy.
Oh, yeah.
He loves.
Song.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And you also like, what's the other song you like from Madagascar too?
Been around the world?
Oh, yeah.
Travelling song. So how much would it cost now to keep you sponsored in the lifestyle you've become accustomed to? $100 a day, couple of $100 a day.
About $100 a day. You know, with the room service.
Is that all? I spend more than that. Really? Don't cost a lot to keep me.
Well, you know, with the room service and the venue food, you know, you get to save up some money.
All the free shit you get.
And we get a lot of that too, you know.
And speaking of money, people at home won't be able to see this. This is radio, of course, but you're wearing a really cool jacket. It's got heaps of zips. That would be a blessing in disguise. Have you ever opened it up and found a spare $20 note or anything floating around?
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, my the person that does the laundry at home, she gets really happy when she does the laundry because I be forgetting all the zippers and extra little cash in there.
Now wait a minute, stop right there. The person at home that does the laundry. What other staff have you got? Who's in Team Applediap?
I have a blogger. His name is Chris.
Who writes what you're up to?
Yeah, he does that too, but he looks for like, cause I DJ, so he blogs like new music and like unheard type of songs.
Mm-hmm.
So he just does that all day on the computer, he vlogging, downloading, and buying and stuff. So
Have you got? Is there a lawn guy, a pool guy?
oh well, that would be me. You know, that I like to take care of some of the stuff on my own. You know what I mean? Like the personal stuff like that.
But you actually mow your own lawns.
I remake the bed after.
The blogger guy doesn't blog all day and all night. He's got some other jobs.
And what's like? Have you, when you became, successful with all your music and everything, did you send money back to your mum, or did you buy your mum a house, or did you do anything for your mum?
Oh yeah, I bought her a house in the Philippines and a rice field, and I also petitioned her to come to the U.S. So now she goes back and forth, and now I'm working on my siblings to come over to the U.S.
I bet they're always asking you for loans.
I mean, it's not. It's like, it's not a loan to me. It's like, who am I gonna share it with?
Yeah.
I don't have a problem accepting charity.
No, but it's an interesting story. It's fascinating. It was great reading about you, and you should feel really proud, dude. I mean, looking after your family and doing what you do in the music industry. I mean, you're one of the biggest players in the world at the moment, so you should. That was a good 75-cent investment from your sponsor back in the day, wasn't it?
My dad, I owe it all to him, for just giving me that opportunity to come to the U.S. and meeting will.i.am. We started everything. We started the dance group, and I just feel really blessed. That's why it's important for me to give back and stuff like that.
Yes. Speaking of the dancing thing. Oh, who is it? Who's calling?
It's Fergie.
You can take it.
Yeah,
Okay. But that's a standard ringtone you got there. I thought you'd have something fancy.
yeah. Well, it's a person that I don't really want to talk to, so it has a different ringtone.
Okay.
But the people I want to talk to, a Black Eyed Peas song might come on, like "Meet Me Halfway" or something.
Ring.
For the girls. For the girls.
Brilliant. Hey, really nice to meet you, and I hope the gig tonight goes fantastically well. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be great. This is like our biggest production. Black Eyed Peas usually just go up there and jump around, but this time we got like lasers and rising stage, and it's great. It's gonna be a good show.
It's going to be a good night.
Yeah, good night. Yeah,
You guys are like token New Zealanders. We love you here.
yeah, we love New Zealand. It's like, Australia and New Zealand is like one of the first place we gotta like go to, and we were successful here first, actually. So.
Well, good work, and say hi to the rest of the band for us.
All right. Yeah.
Watch out for Mike. He's going to be in the mosh pit tonight.
I'll be there.
Are you gonna be there?
Front row.
I'll be there, mate.
All right.
He
You
got his
better.
tickets early.
You
In
better.
radio, you used to get them for free, but I had to buy these ones.
Yeah.
That's how popular this gig is.
Oh man, I would have hooked you up if you would have went to the party last night.
The H Morning Madhouse.